Hello! Hello! It is me. It is me. Hello. Hello. Hiya. Hi people. Good to see you. I'm not wearing makeup again. I'm going to Dublin tomorrow and I'm just not fucking bothered. But hi guys. Hey, what's up guys? How is Zoom? Is you good? Is y'all good? Who's here? Who's that? Hey Pix. What's up fucking Pix? But hi Axie, hi Pix, hi Chris, hi Lord, good to see you. Hi Outlaw Paprika, hello Farmer John, you finally made it to one of my streams, good to see you. Hi Meta, hi Bullet, Bullet's here, hey Bullet. Yeah, hi guys. What's good? I'm playing Her Story. You guys recommended me to play this last week. When I was playing Emily's Away, someone said to play Her Story. So I'm gonna play that, and hopefully I can stream it. Hopefully my computer will not die on me, not die. RPD, kidnapped by this knockoff, kidnapped by this, I don't know. Hi Crutch, hi Crutch. I was gonna call you Crunch, but hello. You're new, good to see you. Hi Bullet, what's up Bullet? But here we are. Did I refill my water? I did. And I'm gonna play Her Story, which is like this crime thing, and it's videos, and there's things. And so yeah. Also, do not forget, it is no simp September. If you simp, you get on my list. Yes. My list, very important. Very important list, yes. I must say. Here it is. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Here's you Pix, you didn't see this. Here is the list. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6, really 6. Not Jose and Jose, they're the same person. But we have 6 failures. We'll count to 7, fuck it. Here are the fails. So it's only been 1 day. It's only been 1 day. Fucking 7. Y'all fucking got on the list. I don't know how you did, really. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm glad Eddie was the first, really. I'm really glad. Bullet redeemed outfit check. Also, that's another thing. Boys, I'm not up there. Let's go. Let's go. You're not. But the outfit today, since I'm having a lazy day, because I have to get up early. I have to get early. And so it's just like... Also, I'm in a dancey mood because before the stream started, I was fucking dancing around, prancing and dancing, absolutely prancing and dancing to the berries and creams, like that dance. I'm incredible at it. I'm just fabulous. Good. That's all I can say. If I don't want to get on those, yes. You can say one innocent compliment, you know, you can like, yeah, pretty good. You know, like, Lord sent a thumbs up. That's an innocent compliment, you know? That's fine. Over complimenting though, I need to add multiple outfit checks. If you do like another outfit check, one outfit check, it's fine. It's fine, we'll pass. But multiple, that's kind of sus. Okay. So 2 plus outfit checks. Stunning. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, gross. All right. See? Hi, Tyrion. Dance time, 5 dance time. I'm not doing dance time. I'm not doing the dance. I might do it on TikTok tomorrow in Dublin. In a busy street in Dublin, I might just randomly start dancing. And because I do it fantastic. I'm the best. I see other people do the dance and they're just not good. They're really just not fucking good at it. Like, they've no fucking coordination and it bothers me. Like, they don't know this, they don't know the fucking steps. They don't know the, like, you know, 1, 2, 3. They don't know the tempo. They're just bad at it. I'm just incredible. And I had a little, you know, the natural. I'm just so good at it. But hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so let's play the game. Let's play the game. Okay. I'll put this down. Also, one more thing. Where is it? Hold on. In here. For yous that don't know, we have a new emote. I made Jose into an emote. It looks like this. This is Jose. As you can see, he is now an emote. And I just think that's fabulous. I just think that's fantastic, really. You know? Yeah, he's so cute. He's such a little handsome boy. And I know the perspective on the taco doesn't make sense. But when can I use it? You have to subscribe. One subscription is fine. One subscription does not get you on the tier list. On my No Sim September fail list. So that is fine. You know? One is fine. But look at this bitch. Look at this boy. He's so cute. Also, the Mexican flag, look at that. That's so good. Why is it so fucking detailed, by the way? The amount of detail in the Mexican flag, it's crazy. But if I sub, I'm considered a simp. No. Look at the rules. Look at the rules. Not simping, an innocent compliment, and also 1 subscription / prime. Just one is fine. 1 is fine. But multiple subs or gifted subs, that's a bit too much, you know? That's a bit too much. But yeah, that's the new thing. I don't have cash. You don't have cash? Use card. I'm joking. Wait, did I save this? Hold on, let me save it. Okay. So that's Jose. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you, beat me to it. If I still do not enter the university, that didn't translate correctly. But I have to play her story, and this is very loud, and so I'm gonna need your guys' help. So let's turn up the 5 hours of happy and upbeat Pokemon music. Oh, here. Put this down. Where is it? I think this one should be fine. Okay. Play. Ooh. How's that sound? Do tell me. Do spill. Here's the game. It's her story. Her story. Sounds fine. There are subtitles anyways. So, hold on. Can you see? You can see. Excellent. There's no sound now. It's just like a blah. Anyway. I don't know how to play this. I don't know where to start this. I suppose README. Start in README. Introduction into Logic Database. Where am I? Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The Logic Database is one of the many continuing efforts to disguise our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically stored using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participant is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally scenographed, and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. Okay. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, example robbery, into the search field. Click search and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words such as robbery, supermarket. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search up for the exact match against the entire statement. Example, yes, I was there. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Section. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own, you can. To help future searches, please click on the user tags box and type in your desired tag. For any further assistance, please contact your department's information technology representative. Police information technology. Alright. You're gonna go? You're gonna go? What are you making me say? What are you making say? Man, I always need to have my tab open. My little tab. My little, Spanish to English tab. Pablo eats it? Why are you making me say Pablo eats it? Hi, little waxstick. Okay. Pablo se la come. Se la come?
Pablo se la come.
Pablo se la come? Whatever you want, there it is. Oh, fuck. Okay. And now what is readme? Hey, here's the database. I filled a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detectives' footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. SB. Okay. What else here? We got a clock. We got a clock. 16:6:21. What does that mean? It's fucking 7:15. Why is it saying like 16:6:20? What? The date? Is it the 16th? How is it the 16th of the fucking June? How's it the 16th of June? 2021 when a computer looks like this. Okay, anyways. What do I search for? Search for murder. Oh, 4 come up with murder. Okay. Southeast Constabulary. It's in the DB checker. Database checker. Okay. It's 11 seconds long. Let's play.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay. You think it's murder. Clearly it's murder. Okay. What about this 12-second clip?
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
What was the date? What was the date in this? 94. This is in July.
That's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
So Simon was murdered. Right. Someone killed Simon after February.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Why is she saying like that? That's on the 3rd. When was this? Oh, this is before. This is the 27th of
I
June.
think it's murder.
Okay. And then you also on the 3rd.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other.
Sus. Okay, what if I look up Simon? If the guy's name is Simon. 61 fucking entries found. Access limited to first 5 entries. Alright, this is from the 18th of June.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay. So we know where Simon works.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Was Simon her boyfriend? I mean, if they went to Rome together. Also, fucking ginger. Okay, sis. This is from also the 18th.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Hold on.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. And the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Who's Helen? She mentioned Helen. Who the fuck is Helen? Alright, this is also from the 18th.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess. That kind of thing.
Who's Helen? I wanna know who Helen is.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay. Who's Helen? Who's Helen? Two entries found. What's this? This is from also the 18th.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Huh, he likes blondes. Okay, should I look up blonde? Or should I look up accident? Accident stood out to me. Accident. Oh, another one from the 3rd of the 7th.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs.
F.
It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Wasn't her mother. Is there any more mother stuff? Mother. Mama. Oh, there's a lot of mother.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Okay. Xavier. Alright, that was one compliment. Is that one compliment or is that simping, guys? Do I need to add Xavier to the simp? To the simp fail list? Do I? Eva hears about an accident and says F. No, alright, you get one warning. You get one warning. Alright, what's this one?
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Blind? It's a happy ending. Excuse me? Hi, Alpha. What's this one? This from the Terrier.
I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
The baby?
We were going to call her Sarah.
Ugh, white.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
A symmetrical name? What? The baby. What's this one? This one from the 3rd, 7th.
My mother called me Eve.
Her name is Eve. Her name is Eve. Is her name Eve? I think her name's Eve. But she has a symmetrical name. But she gave out about her daughter. She didn't want her daughter to have a symmetrical name. What? I don't get compliments, so it's only fair. I should give others compliments. You should. Let's compliment each other.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Fairy tale. Alright, let's look up. What should we look up? Should we look up Eve? Or should we look up baby? Alright, here's the...
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Really hated Eve. Eddie Dynamite. Hey Eddie, good to see you. Why didn't she...
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
A love-hate relationship? You tried to murder her? Oh my gosh, she's crazy. She's fucking crazy.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
She's a fucking bitch. Hi, Locke. This game looks interesting. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Oh, no, she's... Who's Hannah?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Why is she tapping like that? Is that Morse? Hi, Eddie. Love you too, Eddie. Why is she tapping? What was she tapping about? It's Morse, no? Does anyone want to translate this? Does anyone want to translate this? Because, like, I'm not bothered. It'll happen in a second.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Very strange, very strange. Anyway, what's Hannah? Hannah. She says she doesn't like people with, like, symmetrical names. So she doesn't like Hannah. Probably.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from lyric though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
So she's Hannah. She doesn't like her own name?
Yes.
Oh.
My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh shit, sorry, what? Her name isn't Hannah Smith? What do you mean her name isn't Hannah Smith?
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
On paper? Twin, so she's not Hannah. That's why she said, like, oh, I'm not.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
The attic? Oh, anyway, who's Sarah? Sarah's her baby. Maybe that's Sarah. Oh, there's only one use of Sarah. What's baby? Baby. Okay, a lot of babies. A lot of babies.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Okay.
No, I lost the baby.
She lost the baby.
I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Okay. What do I want to look up? I was going to look up Eric. Oh, she looks like Kate Bush. Wuthering Heights.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Whose body did she find? Did she find Simon's body? Okay, not a tag. Anyway. Bin bags with body. Oh. Very strange. What's the last one?
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Okay, what if we look up the body? I do need to look up Eric. That too. The body. The body.
The bruise.
The bruise?
I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
She found the body. Indeed she did. Oh, she has a fucking guitar now. Go on, belt it.
Really? Here's the rest.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the
Did Simon kill someone?
play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Okay. Oh, the wind and the rain. What's this one now?
Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
This is two people. Is this two people? This is two people, isn't it? They're twins. One of them is Hannah, one of them isn't Hannah. Unless one of the twins died and she's like faking it. Hannah, who's Hannah? So she was born, High Night. She was born, she was two babies. But then they named one of them Hannah, and then the midwife told the other one that the other one died. But she didn't die. And that's her. Maybe she put up for adoption. I'm confused.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
What the fuck? Are there two people? The body. Anyway, let's look up Eric. Who's Eric? She mentioned Eric. Oh, there's a lot of fucking Erics. Alright.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Duffel coat. His boss is Eric, so Eric is his boss. He has a wrist watch. Hi, Orla.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock. That's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
How are you? I'm good. I'm good, Orla.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier.
Could they share a
And
car?
the van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
I think it's two different people, like genuinely. I think there's Hannah and there's someone else, the other twin.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
Okay.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane! Who's Diane? Diane. 5 entries found.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the Glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
She worked there. Where does she work though? Like,
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
she was in Glasgow on the time of their anniversary? Very strange.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Fennel? Have you ever eaten fennel? Then what's this one? She's with the guitar again.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Diane, okay. Are you playing the original or the Steam version? This is on Steam. What should I look up now? What's her fucking name? If I look up my name.
My name? That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
Yeah, so like, that's not Hannah.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay. Tattoo. Very strange. What's this one now?
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Search penis, I'll search penis. Hi, Ali Bali. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Apple and a snake. So her name's Eve? Her name's Eve. It's like Adam and Eve.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Okay. What was I was gonna look up? I was gonna look up something here. Small differences, but the original is easier to navigate.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. Just his hip.
Oh, a scar. That's what I was gonna look up. Scar. Oh, that was it. That's the only reference of Scar. Anyway, let's look up Eve. Ooh. I already looked up Eve. I did.
Well, my friend Eve. As a kid, she was all white.
She said Eve was her friend. She said that Eve was the one who she tried to kill. Like she tried to drown her. And what about glasses? Alright. Actually, first... No. Sorry. Anyway. Alright, glasses. Glasses.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Princess. So what's going on? Oh, there's a murder.
His body didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses. It doesn't always wear.
Look up that mirror later. It's important. It's important.
Well, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
He made the mirror. He gave it to her. Should we look up mirror now?
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Yeah, that's new. That's Jose. That's Jose. I made it this morning.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Yeah, she is the sus imposter. I still think there's two of them. Why did she say she was Hannah when there's Eve, but then she said that she like killed Eve? Well, tried to drown Eve. Doesn't want to look at herself. Look at.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Maybe I should look up Sister after this.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Why is she obsessed with fairy tales? Like, how many times does she mention fucking fairy tale? 7 different times she mentions fairy tale.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
Are any of these in colour?
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale.
Okay, Eve.
Do what you can.
Okay. And what's this one?
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
I found in those magical mirror. That's the only magical mirror. What else did she say? Which is maybe she wanted to. Oh, I want to look up sister though. Oh, here's another one. 2 minutes.
You want me to play something?
Does she have the same tattoo?
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player.
She should.
Really? Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and a long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Very strange. A traditional ballad. So maybe she's... Who's Hannah? Who's Eve? Is she Eve? And maybe she lied and apparently she actually put Hannah. So Hannah... Maybe Hannah's the one with the blonde hair. Or maybe Hannah dyed her hair brown.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
Okay. Does Hannah have a child? Did Hannah have a child, or does she also have, like...
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
So is Hannah dead? Is Hannah dead? Yeah, I think Hannah's dead, and that's Eve. So it's been Eve the whole time. Hannah's the one with the blonde hair. She got pregnant, didn't she? Oh, no fucking things.
I got pregnant.
Where's her tattoo?
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
So she's pregnant now. 'Cause she wanted a baby so bad. And she said earlier that she wanted to, like, she was like sleeping with as many fucking men as she could. So it definitely wasn't Simon's.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. But she's not long pregnant.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
There's a scratch on the car. What if I look up the car scratch? Okay.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
But she was pregnant. She said she was going to the hospital.
So I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Excuse me. Is there a bin?
That's when she threw up. The duck did it. The duck absolutely did it.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
What time is that? That's 20:58. This is 20:57. So she repeated herself? Unrelated to the game, but please remember to drink water. You can do the water thing. How the fuck do I spell Glasgow?
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. What if I did it? Damn, let me look up Eddie. Damn, no Eddie. No Eddie. What if I look up police?
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
So they won't let her in the house. So did Simon die in the
they
house?
said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
So that's about her parents when her parents died, right?
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life.
See, she has no tattoo there.
A miscarriage and then my parents. Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things.
So that's Hannah.
We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
So is that Hannah? Girl. Clip stored in user session. I don't know. Here's all the stuff I've looked up. Venus. Venus 0. Very strange. If I look up Dollhouse.
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
We used to play up there and make our own stories. So did they have a brother or another sister?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Okay. Very strange, whatever.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
What happened in the attic?
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Many things? Many things? What? Many things about what? What's the hair? That's Hannah. She doesn't have a tattoo.
What kind of hairs?
What kind of hairs?
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Cat flap? Have you looked at the cat flap? Did they have a cat? Many things happened in the attic.
No, they were shut.
Trauma.
Most of the windows are really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
There's a cat flap in the back door.
No, no cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
That girl has a tattoo on her arm. Yeah, that's Eve. Are there two? I think there's two. I think there's both Hannah and Eve trying to get back at their parents or something. What happened to her parents in the attic? I'm just gonna look up Domino. The cat's name was Domino. Any other more Domino?
We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
It is a meaning, the apple and snake? Yeah, her name is Eve. Her name is Eve. But there's also Hannah. But Hannah's her twin sister. I'm pretty sure. Write notes to who? Alright, I need to look up diary, I need to look up notes. No, alright, diary. Okay.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Everyone's on the same page? Which page?
Florence was a warm, kind
Oh, I need to look up
person,
Florence as well.
but she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Maybe she was a lesbian.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events. and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Okay, so the sisters, yeah. But was one of them taken away? How did the bell, what about the bell and the cat? They put notes in the cat bell.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Is that in Brighton? Let's look up rules and then Florence and then... Too many things to look up.
Okay, she's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
My mum's fucking drying her hair in the other room now. Fuck's sake. Anyway, this is rules. What were the rules?
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Mm-hmm. Damn, okay. Okay.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed.
Mm-hmm.
Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
She lived in the attic, and they would swap. And then Simon changed. Is Simon dead? Is Simon dead? Oh, that's not how you spell. Hey, Ibrax. Good to see you.
It's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead.
Uh-huh.
But the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Are you sure about that?
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
There's parts where she has a tattoo and then she doesn't. Yeah, there's two. They're twins. they would swap out, and Simon came along and they were like, no, we're not swapping with this guy. He's mine to keep. That was Hannah. And then it was Eve that got jealous, and then Eve got
It's
jealous.
supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Romantic weekend in Oxford.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. He was dead.
Throat. Simon got his throat slit.
On his throat.
In his throat.
How?
They put something in his throat?
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
But which sister is that? What about wig? One of them wore a blonde wig.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
The wig, you mean what type of the wig? The wig that would make you turn into Rapunzel.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig? So that was Hannah. So was it Eve? Is this Eve or Hannah?
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Okay. So once she couldn't get pregnant, she couldn't live, you know, they couldn't swap lives anyway because like she couldn't get fucking pregnant. That's Eve. Or is it Hannah? Because she lied earlier. What does she look like? She lied in the lie detector thing. This one.
My name. That was the only question I failed.
Yes, so that's Eve.
Your lie detector works. Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Okay.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Does it really work? So then it was Hannah that slit her throat. That slit his throat. Was Hannah his wife? Hannah was the one that got married to him. The one without the tattoo.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
He's ill? He's ill?
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
I'm confused now. Hannah slit the fucking throat. Anyway, what was I gonna look up? Reflection. A lot with reflection, apparently.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
Florence kidnapped her.
To see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
And that's why they sent the cash over.
She was me.
Yeah. Okay, so she was kidnapped, yeah. By the midwife.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
I still want to know, what's the bin bag? She mentioned a bin bag earlier. Did they hide? Did Hannah try to hide Like, or maybe she's lying about Hannah slitting his throat.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that.
How the fuck would you manage that?
My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Like Rapunzel. What was it gonna look? Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
That bitch was crazy. So let's look up Florence. I don't know about you, but I think that at any moment a screamer? What do you mean a screamer? I don't understand.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
It does seem like a pop-up scare game. I think that's what they mean. Oh, no, I don't think so. It's just interviews.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week. Let's look up ill. She mentioned something about being ill in this song, I think. Am I done? I don't think so. What? How would I be done? I don't know how, like...
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
That's the parents.
Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Have I looked up witch yet? I feel like I have, but also I haven't. No, I have. There's a witch. What happened in the bin bags? Like, I'm confused about those. There's only one about bin bags. Bin. Bag. I found more.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Did the parents murder somebody? Like, or was that Simon? I doubt that was Simon.
I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Is Doug and Eleanor his parents? I know her parents are dead. So that's after she comes back from Glasgow. Glasgow.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
So that was... Is that Eve pretending to be Hannah? And then that one's actually Hannah. Is Hannah the one with the hair up? When was this one? This was on the 30th, and then this was on the 1st. This is the day after. Oh, that's right. Why does she have 2 cups? And then she has 1 cup. Why does she have 2 cups? If I look up pretending... Pretend... lie.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Blitz the house? Alright, let's look at birthday.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
That's Hannah. It was Hannah's birthday.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Okay.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of Eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway. And Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Okay, so it was a birthday that they had the arguments, and then they came home, and then Simon wasn't there. But both of them are saying that Simon wasn't there, and they... Was it on his birthday that he both gave them the 2 mirrors, and then the mirror smashed? And then Hannah slit his throat. Well, Eve said that Hannah slit his throat. I need to look up mushrooms. Said the dad grew mushrooms in the cellar.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed. Was still pretty sick of the STD.
That's Eve.
And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
He taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
The police believed that that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic. Bitch, what happened in the attic? What's in the attic? And then there's a cellar.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
Okay, so Florence... So she found out that Florence wasn't her real mother because Florence kidnapped her when she was a baby. And then, what did she say when she was 8 that she left? That she just walked out? And maybe she walked out across to the other house and then she met up with her, you know, her reflection, and she lived in her attic. And they never knew about the attic. They never knew that she lived in the attic. That's why she was like, oh, she's probably just talking to herself, Hannah's something. So she lived in the attic from, was it when she was 8? Oh, there's a lot of stuff when she was 8.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Okay. Wasn't this one, I don't think.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Alright, that's that one. Which one was it? Was this one?
When I was 8, Mother died.
Yeah.
She slipped down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
It was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out went across the street.
She walked out across the street to the bitch. To her little friend. Her reflection.
I think when I drove back, it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3.
Back to the house.
I think when I drove back, it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3.
That one's confusing.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Coffee.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Black coffee, thanks.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Then she asked for water.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
So she has a black, but then she has it with milk and sugar.
Yes.
Or that's when she's talked about getting a coffee. I haven't looked up cellar yet, have I?
Well, fine. Considering.
She's have it with sugar.
I got back into the house today, and that was weird. Knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation.
So Hannah has hers with sugar. And then Eve has hers black. And Eve's pregnant. So she says. What's about blood? What about blood? Oh, blood. Blood. Okay. Oh. Hi! Hi guys. Hi, just a tired person.
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Thank you for the raid. I'm Digo, and I'm playing, what's this called? Her Story. It's confusing as fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this. What the fuck did she say?
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
She's given blood before. What's her blood type?
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
When she talks, she doesn't look straight or give eye contact, like she's talking to 3 people, but there's only one person in the room. Both of them do that, which means they both know something. There's probably like multiple people. Usually there's like 2 people. This game's confusing to me.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Okay. What's the DB checker? When people talk in third person or second, they know shit. Is this all the videos I like don't have yet? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to pee. I gotta pee, guys. I do. Hold on. When people talk in third person or second, they pronounce shit. Eddie. I'm back. Eddie, what a guy. He's on Digo's list. He was the first person on it. He was the first. Hi, Axie. I'm back, guys. Alright. So does that mean I've, like, that fucking much to find out? What's this yellow one? What does the yellow mean? You may need to add number of fails to your list. I would fucking, like, keep, like, I wouldn't be able to keep count because of Eddie. Like, I genuinely, like, would not. If I look up that.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Okay. Just pretty. What's from mum? Mummy. Already did mummy. My mum. My dad. You know where we Ice Cold? Was Ice Cold here beforehand? Did he pop in for a little bit? I don't remember. I mean, I'm too sweet, sorry. God, what do I look up? What do I look up now? I've looked up so much stuff. I mean, Simon has fucking 61 Simon. That's not really Phil Simon.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid, and he bought me a Whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Okay. Met Simon. Oh.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
How would they do that? How would they share dreams? I need to look up Ouija.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
She fucked her sister? What the fuck? She fucked her sister?
No. I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
What in the Alabama? What in the Alabama? She came prepared with a dildo. Oh, fuck. Who's Carl? Who's Carl?
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Jesus Christ, 15.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Did she fuck her sister? She fucked her sister, didn't she?
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
And then Simon. I was taking a nap, what did I miss? She fucked her sister with a hairbrush.
I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Oh, stupid. She spilled her coffee.
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you. Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
What a silly sausage. What a silly sausage. Arrest. That's not how you spell arrest.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that.
One of them was a good driver, one of them was a bad driver. I think it was Eve that was the bad driver.
This is a nice of them. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them?
That's a nice room.
Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for? Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
She's not a person. How do you spell exist? Already got exist. Real?
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing. Leather. Real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff. Business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Okay, that's him. There are 7 entries for real. Israel. Not real.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Did she fuck her sister? I can't. Is this is this filling up? I'd say so. Not real. Like her sister, fairy tale book. I'm on a book.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
You had a fucking secret too, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, secret.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book, the knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
She did that Morse code thing. Am I supposed to fucking decipher that? How am I supposed to decipher Morse code? Like, what the fuck? That's the only code. Like in Hannah, she was like, Hannah. Which one? This one. That's her. Like, that's the other one. That's Hannah. And then the other one doing that was Eve. Eve let them know that they had Morse code. Am I supposed to fucking decipher that? Like, I don't want to fucking decipher no shit. What the fuck? Okay. Oh. Hold on. That for dash, that for thing. Most code using the dash or dash, separating the letters, the spaces, and words by... Fucking, I don't want to fucking do that. I'm not bothered. Anyway. What do I look up now? They were in the attic. Did they fuck in the attic? Close? Were they close?
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Push your buttons. I was gonna look up. He hit her once, didn't he? He hit her.
Bruise? Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell. This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Okay.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think
To Glasgow.
there's some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Let me look up, like, what to look up. Like, what to look up, like... What do I look up here? Oh, here's the Morse code. What's the message she tapping? She taps bad Hannah. The other, I don't have the time so she says love you. It's bye. It's not bad, it's bye. It's bye, Hannah. Bye, Hannah. I'm like, what? Love you. Bye, Hannah. Taps bye, Hannah, and then she says, I love you. Try the word work. Oops, I have to click into it. Here's some.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. No. I'm not sure what Strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
I don't want to spoil it to myself, but like, should we spell bid Hannah or possibly boy Hannah? And second contractually, love you. Search terms. Search terms. Oh Jesus, that's a lot. Lawyer, pregnant, throat, woman, weird, guitar, affair, affair.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
Apparently Simon wasn't having an affair. Argument. Are we going through all of these? Oh, I misspelled. Argue without the E? There's no E in argument? Whoops.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Okay, loyal. Loyak. Motherfucker. Loyal. Nothing. Arrest. I asked to arrest.
Ask the hospital.
Ask the hospital?
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Alright, that's definitely Hannah. You can kind of tell between two of them now. No. Bruce, cat flap, climb, children. A weapon?
Do you have children?
It's just this one that we saw. What's this one? Crash. Crazy. If only I could spell stuff. Try ghost. Oh, we need to look at the Ouija. How the fuck do you spell Ouija? God, this is so much. How the fuck do you spell this? J-I-A, Well, I guess not. I already looked up sex, didn't I? Oh, apparently not.
Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Your sister. Your sister, your twin.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question? Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Twins! Twins!
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Right. Is she gay? Not lesbian? No. You said broken? She took the broken mirror. So I already had that one. We already have those. Suspicious. Sus. I have to write out the full fucking word. Great, I can't fucking spell. We already knew this.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
Their husband?
Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect?
Uh-huh.
That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow, can't be in two places at once.
Very strange.
This is the third day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
That's Eve. That was definitely Eve talking. Shit, it wants me to spell suspicious. Oh, got one.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now
He's dead. What'd she say?
I thought it made me sound I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important.
Distract you from what was important? So she's lying about going to Glasgow? Why does sync come up? Sync comes up. Like SYNC.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. We got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was Eve speaking. How do I end this? What's the end? Twins. Is that a no or a yes? How do I know when I'm done? 10. Got that one. Trapped. Got that one. Weird. Oh.
Okay. Sounds weird.
I already tried fuck.
I'm not great at making up stories.
Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories. Man. What the fuck's happening? Yeah, I've done fuck. Running down ticket. Ticket. What about a ticket?
I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license.
Mm-hmm.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
What'd she say?
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Alright. That's Eve. Street strong? Oh.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember, well, I went over the river. And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably parked, well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
And then there's strong, apparently.
Oh, tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
Yeah, she's the one who likes black coffee. And the other one takes sugar and milk. I was gonna look up Princess.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome.
She got married at 17? Jesus
His
Christ.
parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay. Here's a wedding.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
I'm still fucking confused.
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay. because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
Did Simon have a brother? Did they have a brother? I don't think so.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Brother... Man, I don't know. Should I just end this? Like, how do I... I've kind of done everything. Well, most things. Hold on, where's our thing? Like... Try bond? Bond. No. Wait, cancel. I don't know, I suppose yes. Good, so you think you understand why your mother did what she did? She was my mother? I'm glad, Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet up the road. Meet over the road. That was my mother. Very strange. Anyways, I suppose that's it. I'm super confused. Oh, that's crazy. I don't even fucking know. Oh, fuck. Well, that was a very strange game. It was. It was quite strange. Oh, wait, no. Wrong one. This one. What the fuck's roll credits? What? Okay, so Eve and Hannah were twins, and Hannah and Eve, they were separated at birth because the midwife took Eve and because she told the mother that she was dead, and she kidnapped her and kept her in the house for ages. And then they would see each other across the street and they'd be like, hi. And then, yeah, they knew they were like reflections. And then one day, the kidnapper, Florence, the midwife, she fell down the stairs. And so Eve was like, well, shit, guess I'm going across the street. And so she went across the street and she hid in the Hannah's attic without the parents knowing. And then they would like do shit and they would live double life. They would live a double life. It would like the princess switch. They would switch lives. It was a princess switch, bitch. And then they would switch boys and they'd be like, yeah, let's switch boys. Let's play fun. Let's have fun together. Until Simon came around and Hannah didn't want to switch the boy. No, Hannah wanted to keep Simon to herself, apparently. And then that made Eve jealous. Eve would wear a wig. They were obsessed with fairy tales. They would both get pregnant. They would try to get pregnant at the same time. Yeah, Hannah got pregnant, and Eve was like, well, shit, I gotta get pregnant. Eve couldn't get fucking pregnant. Girl. Here's the walkthrough. Search terms. God, there's so many. There's the knock code. Yeah. Easter eggs? What's in the Easter eggs? No, there's none. I don't even know. Well, that was interesting but confused. Her story. Like, what do I look up? Her story... meaning? Her story, like... What do I fucking look up? Oh my god. Her story ending... Her story explained. Alright, her story fascinating appears in Hannah Smith. She gives an interview. Hannah Smith killed her husband Simon Smith, yes. That much more could have been predicted. But you're probably surprised to learn that you're not watching Hannah give a testimony, but also a woman that looks exactly like her, Eve. I knew that. We think that's the 18th of June. Eve is being interviewed, but pretending to be Hannah. On the June 25th, it's Hannah, and June 27th, Eve is back again, pretending to be Hannah. We think we will later learn that Hannah receives a bruise on her face in a fight before any of the interviews take place. She only has it during the second interview. In the third, it's gone, but Eve touches the wrong side of her face. The woman in the clip also has morning sickness. We'll soon find out that Eve is the one pregnant. On the 30th of June, Hannah is back. We know that this is because of her tattoo on her arm, like Eve does in the next section, July 1st. It's hard to tell who's here during the short interview. It takes place on July 2nd, but on 3rd, it's definitely Eve. She fails a lie detector test about her name and then fesses up. The interview with Eve White Shirt is the source of the most truth about her story, though. I guess the caveat is that we don't get Hannah's side of the story on any of this, so we just have to trust what Eve is saying. With that being said, let's go through everything, the girl's birth and the testimony of Whirlwind. Alright. Hannah and Simon, Eve and Simon. Very strange. Well, at least we had a few goofs and gaffs and laughs. Hey, man. True that, true that. Oh, anyway, I'm getting hungry. Guys, I'm so sorry, but there's no stream tomorrow. Unless I do an IRL stream on the train. I doubt that, though, because the train will probably be busy. Because coming back from Dublin. Oh, Raven, I'm so sorry I'm ending now, but hi. Maybe her real story was the friends we made along the way. Exactly, exactly. You still got no clue? Are you winning, son? I don't know. I don't know if I'm winning. I don't know. But, oof. I'm hungry now. I really need to eat. I want to try curl my hair. That's what I gotta do. You're gonna have fun in Dublin. I'm gonna meet my friend's friends. Her friend group. You know Maria? Her friend group. Because she goes to college, university in Dublin. But yeah, nobody simped today. Nobody got added. Congratulations. Bye, I love you, Mary. No homo. No homo. No homo, you dear. Oh. But yeah. You live for another day. Nice, tell your friends about how crazy I am, LMAO. I have told them. I have, don't you worry. I have told them about you, Eddie. Don't you worry. But I'm gonna go now. I'm quite hungry. I need to eat something real quick. And then go to bed. I don't have to take off my makeup, which is nice. That's always nice. But yeah, I have to get up at like 6:30 tomorrow. Which sucks. But I'll see you guys soon, okay? Do I have anyone to raid? No, I don't. It's okay. But I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. Alright? And so... what is the punishment of being added to the list? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I'll see you guys soon, alright? So, bye-bye.